Governor Abbott, Mayor Rawlings, Chairman Mr. Khanna, Ashok Mago, Chancellor Khator, other dignitaries, elected officials, ladies and gentlemen. You've just heard the ambassador. He has given you a roundup of the state of bilateral relations between our two countries. Texas, when I came 3 years ago, was a very different place in terms of where the bilateral relationship stood, and even in terms of the numbers of Indian Americans in the state of Texas. I could see with my own eyes in the last 3.5 years the tremendous enthusiasm for people to migrate from other parts of America to Texas, for Indian students to come in large numbers to universities in Texas, and for Indian businesses to have invested in a very significant manner in Texas. I could not imagine that in 3 years, Texas would emerge as a #1 destination for foreign direct investment from India to the United States. Today, over $8 billion of Indian investment has come to the state of Texas. We have, as a result, created thousands of jobs here. We have a vibrant relationship in the oil and gas sector. We look forward to the first ship carrying liquefied natural gas from the Sabine port to India in early 2017, meeting India's energy needs, as the ambassador just said. That will cement the strong relationship in other fields and take it, despite all the talk of renewable energy, oil and gas will continue to be a very, very important source for both developed and developing countries to meet our energy requirements. And LNG from Texas will address this in a significant manner. It's not just in the energy field. We have had manufacturing companies from India, information technology companies from India move into significant numbers into the state of Texas. But where does it all begin? I'm always fond of saying that for most Indians, the first port of call is a university. Today, we have 150,000 Indian students at any point of time studying in STEM disciplines and other disciplines in the United States. The tuition fee contributions alone is over $5 billion per annum. For those of you, this figure is more than the entire higher education budget of India. Yet, when they come here and they pass through the portals of the university, they go take on a job, but by instinct, they are very entrepreneurial. It is for that reason that 1/5 of all new venture capital and listed companies were started in the last 25 years by people of Indian origin in the United States. And when they go about and create these enterprises, they create value, they create jobs, they create wealth, and most importantly, they create the linkages that bind our economies, our peoples, and our countries together. Today, our relationship is at a critical takeoff stage. In the last 1.5 years, since Prime Minister Modi came to power, we have had 2 visits of our Prime Minister to the US, and the President of the United States was the chief guest of the Republic Day function in India. These visits signify the premium that both leaderships place on taking our relationship forward. At every available opportunity, whether it's in the field of renewable energy, in the field of economy, or Prime Minister Modi's initiatives on smart cities, Make in India, a new manufacturing initiative, or in Digital India, in each of these, United States is a very important partner. The United States has taken on the lead in bringing about smart city solutions in the cities of Visakhapatnam in southern India, in Ajmer and Allahabad in northern India. Members of this chamber will be taking a far more interest in the months and years to come as our economic relationship strengthens. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indian American community is around 4.5 million strong in the United States. 3.5 million of them roughly are US citizens, and others are Indian citizens on long-term visas here. As rightly noted by the mayor, they have a median income which is one of the highest of all ethnicities, about $88,000 per annum. They come with degrees, most of them bachelor degrees or master's degrees from India, and they have contributed to the economies of both of our countries. As the ambassador said, this segment will be a very important component to bring about new solutions, to lift millions out of poverty in India, to bring about manufacturing revival in India, to create jobs, what you do best, to create wealth, what you do best in your own enterprises here. So with this, I invite each one of you to take an active interest in forging these commercial relationships. No one has taken a greater interest in this than the Chamber, and most importantly now, Governor Abbott. Sir, we are very honored that you have chosen to reflect the diversity of this great state by being the first governor to celebrate Diwali in the governor's mansion. Thank you very much. And as you take a trade delegation next year to India, we'll have our businesses and chambers in Houston and in Dallas work together to make your trade visit a success, and we'll all ensure that this will be a success. Thank you very much for inviting me, and we look forward to hearing the Honorable Governor. Thank you.